for Kate Del Castillo.
Thank you.
Listen to that energy. I need that on a rainy New York City morning.
Right?
People are so excited for the show to come back. But I want to go back sort of to the beginning a little bit because this was a hit on Telemundo when it aired.
Yeah.
But now we are 8 years later, it's coming back. Why that gap of time? Why did it take so long?
Well, it's based on a novel. So there was no second part of the novel. So I was like, why do, it's already a success. It was so good that I didn't want to temper that on that, So I was like, we'll wait and we'll see. But it was such a success that Telemundo wanted to do a second part. And we kept flirting with each other and with the author this 8 years. But I don't know. I think things happen for a reason, and now the right people in the right time in the right places, we could get them all together. We convinced Arturo Pérez Reverte. My availability was okay, so everything just fell into its place.
And what was the process with getting that script together? When did that finally start kind of happening? And you could see that a second season was possible.
Well, we went to Spain to see Arturo, and when he actually wrote the whole structure of the new season. So he was pitching me the story, which was really crazy because I'm a huge fan, and with the adapter, with the other writer, so they knew exactly. And he's behind every single episode, and he gave us the whole structure. So that for me is like the best because if you don't have a good story, it doesn't matter anything else.
So what was your reaction then the first time you sat down and you got to read where Teresa was?
I was tired. I was only running all the time because in the first season she's running for her life, and now in this second season she doesn't stop running. Now she's running to get the bad guys, to get her daughter back. So I was like, yeah, well, that's cool to see her now in a different stage, more mature as a mother. And I thought that was awesome. And the hard thing was to find the right girl, the right, the daughter. And we did. She's amazing. She's Mini Teresa. Yes.
Was it a long casting process to get that character just right?
Oh my God, we casted around 300 girls everywhere, in Italy, in Spain, in Mexico, Colombia, the United States, everywhere. Yeah.
So where did we leave off in 2011 with Teresa? What was happening with her?
She's a witness for this guy who's going to become president. And so she puts him in jail, and the DEA gives her a new identity. She flies to somewhere that now we know it's Italy, and she has a new name, Maria Dantes, and she's pregnant. We leave her there, and then 8 years later, now she has a 9-year-old daughter. And she knows, she prepares her, she trains her to be a mini Teresa and to be prepared for that moment that is going to happen. And she knows, being in that world of drug trafficking, everything comes back, the past comes back and slaps you on the face. So she knows that, and she wanted to have the kid because she wanted to feel fear again. And hell, she's going to feel fear again.
That's deep. She wanted to feel fear again because when you go back to the beginning, she kind of just happened into this world. This isn't something she was seeking out, right? She was sort of a victim at first.
Yeah, she is.
And then she really rose up.
And I think that's part of why people loves her, because at the end of the day, she's still a victim. She doesn't victimize herself, which is different, and she's a survivor now, but she is in a world that she never asked for, and she made it through the end, and she made it, it's being number one, in a man's world, being this strong and independent woman, and we don't see those kind of characters much. So, okay, she does wrong, but she's flawed in every single way, and I think that's why people love her. She's human.
Yeah, like you said, I think we're used to seeing men playing these anti-heroes, like Breaking Bad, but to have a woman who is complex and complicated, and you're rooting for her, even though maybe some of the things she isn't doing is great. It's kind of fun, and probably why you were so excited for her to come back.
Yes, and it's a lot of pressure. I mean, for me, it is to to play her again because she's such an icon now. And a lot of women have asked me and sends me, letters and everything saying that, thanks to Teresa Mendoza, they stood up for, for many reasons and for many other things. And that I'm going to be independent because of Teresa and this and that. So I love that about her because it's not about what she does, about her being a drug trafficker. It's about the woman she is. And I think we all women, we all have a Teresa Mendoza inside of us, and we should just put it out there.
You mentioned that pressure because of how much people love her, but did that approach how you approached her? Did that change how you approached her in season 2 now? Like, did you approach her differently? What did you kind of bring back?
I tried to bring back exactly the same Teresa Mendoza because that's the fun part about her. There's a lot of humor, even though she's a tragic woman. No, her life is tragic. But I wanted to keep the Mexicanity, if that's a word. All the little Mexican things that I think they're a lot of fun and that they love. And now being with my daughter, is like I am not gonna treat her like she is a kid, it's like we're adults and she treats her like that and she trains her and they although I didn't have a lot of scenes with her because most of the time we're separated, there's a lot of flashbacks when I'm training her, but we had a great chemistry that you had to see. So she's been growing up with her for the last 9 years, only the two of them.
You say training, and this is a really physical role. I mean, you're running and you're diving and you're shooting. So what sort of prep did you have to do to get back into Teresa?
Well, I was afraid that I wasn't going to get there. But at the end of the day, I don't know, magic happens all the time when you do a play, it's like, please, is this going to happen or not? And then suddenly it happens. And I think I have Teresa very, very inside of me, deep inside of me. And she just came out. It's a role that I've loved for many, many years and have changed my life in so many ways, my personal and my professional life.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, it's such a phenomenon, and that time has passed, and you've had a robust career since then. But what has been the biggest impact of Teresa on your life and this series on your life?
I think at least in Mexico, I remember when I went back to Mexico after La Reina was over, it was like crazy. I couldn't go out anywhere. But not only because I've done a lot of other things that were like a great success, but this was different. This time it was like with a lot of respect, with a lot of women. This series brought a lot of male audience too, and also the tequila sales went up among women, which is funny because my Teresa drinks tequila all the time. So it was kind of things that are very similar also to me. And being in Mexico, it was like really, really crazy. And it impacted me because sometimes they say, do you believe you are the character? And I'm like, no, you are the one who's believing that. You are the one who's believing that. I'm an actress. I leave every single role, I leave it on set. I don't take them with me. If not, can you imagine I would be so many other things that I've done, many other characters. But I think there's a lot of similarities between Teresa and myself.
What are one or two of those similarities?
Well, first of all, we're both real Mexicans, and that was one of the things that I wanted for because I was a huge fan of the novel, and I wanted to play the Teresa for so long, but it was going to be a movie back then. And actually, Eva Mendes. Well, I think it went through a lot of actresses, and at the end, it was Eva Mendes. And I was like, well, okay, but she's not, I was like, no, I want the real thing. But anyways, and I forgot about it. And then they called me to do Teresa. It was like, it came to my hands after me pursuing it. And so that part that is very authentic. Las dos somos mexicanas. We both love tequila. We're both very bad spoken. We curse a lot. And
Ditto. I also drink a lot of tequila, so
good.
Teresa, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Good.
How is your tequila company going, by the way?
It's going well. We're only 3 years old, so we are very young, but it's getting there. We have 3. We have Blanco, Reposado Claro, and the Añejo is coming. It's really good. It's a great tequila.
I love that was like a spinoff for you from this. You're like, you know what? Everybody needs tequila.
Yes.
Fantastic. Spread the love.
Spread the love.
You mentioned the audiences that came in after this show, and obviously the whole kind of huge headlines around El Chapo and all of that was a part of your life. And I know that you've stepped away from pursuing that project right now. And how does that feel for you to maybe just get back to you and to focus on your craft versus maybe that El Chapo story?
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's just that I'm a little tired of the whole thing, you know. And they did already a lot of. I think there was a series and then a movie and a documentary, and that's fine. What I have would be different because it would come from his own mouth. But right now, I am tired of the whole situation. I'm tired of the and plus he is incarcerated, and I think he can't see. I don't even know if his lawyer. I think only his lawyer and his wife. But so no, right now it's not in my interest. I want to, keep myself together and come back to, as strong as I can to my acting career.
You say come back together. That was obviously a really hard emotional time then for you.
Yeah, they broke me in many single ways. It was really hard for me and for my family and my loved ones that surrounded me. They investigated everybody, even my friends. So it was a pretty harsh situation, and I'm trying to piece myself back together. Yeah.
And focus on your craft.
Exactly.
And I love that La Reina del Sur is going to be closed captioned in English.
Yes.
So
right.
You already have the built-in audience that loves the show, but are you hoping that new audiences get to kind of discover the greatness of it?
Absolutely. And now, it's a different era than 8 years ago. I think now Americans are much more open to read subtitles because they're not used to reading subtitles, and also to hear different kind of accents. And now it's like cool for Americans to learn Spanish a little bit here and there, and it's cool. So I think the best way to learn Spanish is with a show like this.
I agree. Actually, I watched some of the first season, and I did it without subtitles just so I could practice my Spanish.
Right,
right.
right.
Like, this is good. And then I put subtitles on because I was really lost.
Right.
But.
Well, when I watch American series, I do it with subtitles in English, just to for the spelling and everything. And one or two words that I don't understand, I go there and read. So I think it's good.
I love that. And I also love that the season 2 looks like it has a real international appeal. You guys shot in over 8 countries?
Yes. We went to Russia, to Italy, Spain, Romania, Mexico, the United States, Belize. Jeez. I don't even know how many I've said, but a lot of them. Yeah, it was exhausting, but amazing. And every crew was different and with a different language. It was really hard to communicate, but it was pretty beautiful.
What was your favorite country to shoot in?
Russia that was my first time there, and it's just stunning. But Romania, because they're so handsome. The guys are so handsome. You have no idea.
I love this new factoid. Should we all go to Romania? I didn't know they were hiding all the hot men there.
Let's all go to Romania. And then, Italy too, but we were shooting in Romania, we were shooting in Russia, so we wanted to go to Italy and see this gorgeous Italianos. And then we got there to this little pueblito called Massa Marittima, and I think I think the youngest was like 88. So it was not the right place to go and see.
You're like, do you have any photos of when you were younger? Or, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, Italy was beautiful too.
Yeah, that's amazing. How long did you guys shoot? Because that's a lot of traveling.
Yes, we shot in Europe. We did like 6 weeks.
Okay.
And then the rest of the show was like 8 months. Around 8 months.
So what are you most excited for viewers to see? What is the thing that you know that they're just going to be like, yes?
Well, definitely the characters that were in first season that people love and want to see again, and the ones, well, they're not much because they killed everybody in the first one, so there are not many of them, and also, I mean, they're amazing, good new ones, but I think the action and the quality of production is amazing, beyond anything you've seen in Hispanic television, in Spanish-speaking, in Latin America. It's beyond amazing. It's treated almost like a movie every single episode. That's how much money and effort Telemundo put on this new series.
I read about the budget, and I am excited to see. Even with this boat chase scene, I was like, she is driving a boat. That is.
Yes. Oh my God!
Did you really drive that boat?
I drove everything. I drove boats, motorcycles. I mean, I can. And as an actor, it's like, can you do this? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And I mean, I have my own motorcycle. I ride my own. I have a Ducati, but it's very different from a motocross. Yeah. It's like they're so tall, and I could. I mean, I'm short, so it was an adventure to get on the stupid motorcycle. Yes, but I had a lot of fun. At least I'm in one piece.
Yeah. And I know that you're into adrenaline type of thing, like motorcycles. And then you also follow the MMA, right?
Yes.
Which I think is so cool. And there's like an all-women's event coming up I was just reading about.
The 26th is the first time. It's going to be only a women's lineup broadcast. So I'm very excited. It's called Las Reinas del Combate. And yes, I mean, I'm all into empowering women. And these women are not only fearless, but they're incredibly beautiful, smart, and they have amazing stories. So I want to sit on that board and make sure that they are paid the same as the men athlete.
Absolutely. Would you ever get in that ring?
Oh my God, I'm too old for that, but I could if there's a role. If there's a role there, yes, why not?
Yeah. I know you're also shooting, and I know you probably can't share that much, but the new Bad Boys movie, right?
Yes, I'm shooting. Actually, I'm in the middle of the production. We're shooting, and I'm tomorrow. I go back to finish the movie. Yeah. It's been amazing. This year has been amazing, and I can't be more grateful with life, with everything, and of course with Will Smith. he's just amazing. He's such a generous person and a generous actor. Yeah. And Martin Lawrence. It's been amazing.
Can you tell us anything about your role?
Oh my God, no. No, because then I'll have to kill you all. And
I'm okay with that.
No, I can't, but it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for that movie. I think people are also so excited for that.
I know, I'm a huge fan.
Huge fan.
Yes.
Well, before we go, we do have a couple questions from the audience.
Of course.
So who do we have first?
Hello. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see you.
Thank you.
First question, 8 years later, gonna overshadow. How were you able to prepare for your role with the new actors coming in? Did it feel natural to you, or it kind of took a little bit of work with the new actors?
A little bit of both, because it's been so big, the series, and some of them didn't know. Of course, they did their homework and they watched it before, but I don't think they really knew exactly how big it was. And so I always try to welcome all the actors and talk to them about how this and that goes, and how she speaks, and how she talks, and but they were amazing. I mean, there's an actor who's playing another act. Oleg, it was a character, but the original actor had a huge accident, a very, very bad accident, and he almost lost his life. So then this amazing new actor came, and it was very hard for him. Can you imagine, just to be So, but he did amazing. Yeah. Thank you.
Next question.
Hello, Kate. We have seen that you love to take risks, that you are an intrepid woman. What's the next challenge for Kate del Castillo, and why do you name your tequila brand Honor?
Why? I wanted a short name that would be same spelling and same meaning, thank you, in English and Spanish. And Honor, I think it's an amazing name for an alcoholic beverage. It's like, okay, it's not bad that you drink. It's bad if you don't know how to drink. So be honorable. I think it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. That name for the tequila. And what was the other? My next challenge. Oh my God. Probably it's going to be doing some theater here, a play here in New York. I want to vomit. That's it's like, yes, but it's just so that is a big challenge. So I can't tell much right now, but hopefully later you have me again and we'll come and promote the play. It's going to be really good.
There's so much amazing theater happening.
I know, but it scares me like you have no idea. But that's when I say I have to do it, because it scares the hell out of me.
Yeah. If you can ride a motorcycle, you can handle a theater. That's just my opinion.
Well, we'll see.
Next
Thank
question.
you.
Hola, Kay.
Hola.
Muy buenos días.
Buenos-
Muy orgullosa de ti.
Thank you.
Yo sé que el proyecto de Bad Boys 3 pospuso la de Ingobernable 3. ¿Ya tienen fecha para la próxima?
No, la Ingobernable está cancelada.
Oh.
Ya no se va a hacer la 3. Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
It's your other Netflix show.
Is
right?
it my other Netflix show? Yeah. For reasons that are not in my hands. But it was doing amazing. It was doing amazing. I loved Ingobernable. And it's pretty sad because it doesn't end like the ending of the second season, but corporate, things and a lot of other things happen. But my relationship with Netflix is amazing.
Okay.
FYI.
All right.
For the record.
For the record.
Next question.
Hi, Castillo.
Hi.
I love your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
And by the way, how's it working with Tragedy Behind a No Good Deed movie?
Oh, wow. Idris Elba was amazing. No Good Deed was great. I've never done a horror movie before. And that was my first opportunity to do a horror movie. And I get killed in the beginning, but it doesn't matter. I was killed by Idris Elba, so it was okay. He's amazing.
Good luck on Bad Boys 3.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck on Bad Boys 3 and obviously La Reina del Sur. People are so excited for it to come back. I'm glad that you guys took the time, crafted the script, and that you're back in the lead.
Thank
I cannot wait to see it. And if you guys want to check out season 2 of La Reina del Sur premieres on April 22nd on Telemundo. Please put your hands together for Kate de Castillo.
Thank you, Brittany.